bureaucracy's basement to your ears. This is the weekly meeting of the Queen City Improvement Bureau. Each week, the dedicated staff of the Bureau recommendations, make reports, and survive in water that drips from the boiler pipes into our open mouths as we sleep on a bed of dot matrix printer paper. Maybe one day we'll escape from the subterranean hell that is this sub-basement, but until that day comes, this city is not going to improve itself. So here we stay, improving things. This meeting is now in session.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh, yeah?
No idea.
I have no idea. Why would I have no idea? I'm looking at you right now, and you are... you look shiny and new today, sir.
Well, I'm filled with the spirit of civic pride.
Oh, really? How come?
Well, as you know, the city has, finally gotten around to paying for the Indoor Aquatic Facility.
Right.
And I thought, well, my tax dollars are going to go towards that. And then I realized I have no income, so I don't pay any taxes.
Sweet.
So I've decided to produce chlorine.
Smart.
And send that. So in the back I've got some salt water and some wires. So I'm going to pass a current through them. So don't breathe near it because I might get it to produce chlorine, but it'll be a gas, and
that's fine.
It will burn out your lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad when it's in water, isn't it? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So careful.
Right.
So anyway, that's it.
Because if you can't see it, it's fine. I've always heard that.
That's how it goes. It's like lead in the drinking water.
Exactly.
You can't see it. It's fine.
That's why we don't need to rush to deal with it.
That's right. Did you know that other cities actually? Anyway, I'm not going to get started.
Okay.
I will not.
Don't want to get Aiden started on the lead.
No, because then we'll have to bring up the massive levels of lead in my bloodstream. Yeah. And then I get a little weird.
It makes you logy too.
Makes me a little logy. Yeah, eating a lead steak just the worst.
Yeah, it's very heavy, they say.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Anywho, also cognitive issues, which is part of why I think I can't find my way out of the basement. That and the chlorine fumes.
Yeah, and yet still you are the highest producing employee in this entire bureau.
I am. That's what my annual report says.
Yeah,
which I wrote. Anywho, sorry, I forgot that.
I would write more reports, but I can't find a pencil.
Yeah, I've eaten all the lead in the pencils. Sorry, it's just so tasty.
Yeah. Anyways.
Don't tell me it's graphite. Don't ruin the dream.
Right.
Shall we take attendance?
We should.
Wow. Okay. You're the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do animal, vegetable, mineral.
Okay.
No, let's not do that. You're Paul.
I am. I'm Paul Deschain.
Cool. And I am...
Aiden Morgan.
Yeah, okay. Good. Is that all my syllables?
That is the whole sum total of them.
All four. I have a middle name, too.
Really?
It's Gregory.
Gregory?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a middle name, too.
Do you?
It's Henry.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's not even a bit. That's my real middle name.
Wow. No,
yeah.
Gregory's
Isn't it awesome, though?
Yeah, it's good. Good. Yeah. You can call yourself Hank.
No.
Oh.
I would go with Hank.
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 What are you, Dutch?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Hello, my name is Hank.
It's pretty good.
Thanks.
Anywho, let's stop messing around and get this meeting going.
Yeah, because we got a guest.
We do, and we're wasting your valuable time.
Yeah. We have... valuable. She's just a counselor.
Don't ruin the dream.
Okay. We have Councillor Sarah Turnbull. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No, thanks for joining us. That's awesome that you were able to find your way down here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a middle name, too.
You do? And what is it?
It is Grace.
Wow. Sarah Grace.
Yeah, so I'm SGT, so Sergeant Turnbull.
That's nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
I guess we could all just go by our middle names, but then that would just get confusing.
Probably.
Yeah.
So you have been, you were one of the first termers.
Yep.
There's a lot of you.
Yeah, the majority.
Yeah. And so you've been there since November. How's it been? How are you enjoying it?
It's good. I think I enjoy 85% of it.
That's pretty good for a job.
I think so, yeah. Well, it's very purposeful. I love the community aspect. When I stand back and look at what's been even accomplished in the past, I don't know how many months it's been. You might know better than me. But over 6 months. Yeah. Actually got some stuff done I really care about, and that's
Name
awesome.
One.
Well, you know what it is. Playgrounds, accessibility. So we've got transit. We've done a lot for paratransit. Yep. We've got some stuff in for accessibility. The cabs, accessible cabs, that took other council 5 years. We got it done, passed through. Yeah. The pilot,
don't worry, it'll never come back. You're never going to hear about cabs again in a year.
The pilot program for the high school students for transit, that's gone through. Yeah. And of course, the accessibility in playgrounds, which is a big deal for me. So I think they're all being built to the new accessible standard, and I think the first city one to the new standard is next month, and then the school one's coming, and developers, and it's so cool to actually see, I don't know, the trees growing from the seeds you planted.
Metaphorically.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Because that was sort of your vector into being a city councillor, is you were like an accessibility advocate.
Yeah.
For a few years beforehand.
Yeah, and then I kept going to meetings, long meetings. Yeah. And kept being exposed to it and kept going back. And I was like, listen, if I'm going to be a city council all of the time, I might as well be at the table.
Yeah, get a paycheck.
Get a paycheck, put in the motion, eat snacks, Yeah. Well, that's another thing. You're allowed to eat and drink in City Hall now.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's important.
For 10-hour meetings, I think it's important.
Back in my day,
you
couldn't even wear a hat in City Hall.
By the way, Councillor Turnbull has a really cool hat.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
I think it says Saskatchewan Power
Corporation. Yeah, but it's pink and yellow and a dark blue. Yeah. It's
super vintage.
Yeah.
So at my house where I live, I was cleaning out the garage one day, and there was this box full of hats from the previous owner, and they're awesome. So I inherited a bunch of really awesome hats.
Yeah, that's magnificent. It's kind of mid 90s, early 90s style.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
it's very cool.
Gold mine of hats. Yeah, in the rafters.
Okay. Well, while we're talking about your fit, you're also wearing an awesome shirt.
This is courtesy of Real.
Yeah.
So
they were checking out their garage.
Yeah. So Real has a little bit of a funding crisis. So something that Real has been doing is going into their back closet to find merchandise and stuff, and then we just kind of go through and reuse it. And so this is one of their shirts from the exhibition, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And again, that looks like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I don't know what it's from, but it's pretty cool.
Because it's neon food stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to describe it for your listeners.
Yes.
This is a challenge.
Yeah.
It's purple, and it's got neon on it, and there's I don't know, take a picture or something and post it. Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah. See, this is you're adding accessibility by describing.
I know. I thought of that as, the audio descriptions. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have come in on, would you say that accessibility is your sort of main plank that you came into council on? Or is that the key thing? Because I'm worried that you're going to be I'm done. I can quit now, or I can coast even.
Everything's so accessible now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just fixed everything in 6 months. It's over, guys. No, I think you underestimate how many issues there are. I think accessibility, when you think about the term accessibility, is just so much wider and vast, because it's also affordability. It's not just limited to mobility. You've got all sorts of disabilities. There's actually about 25 to 30% of people within Saskatchewan who do live with a disability. So while that is maybe what got me angry the most and at City Council the most, I do find it interesting, the community aspect and parallels to my my job, my background. So I have over 20 years experience in design and architecture and everything like that. And so most recently functional planning in capital planning with SHA. So previous to this, I would have been the person writing the reports.
Right.
I would have been the unit.
Having to deal with the pin-headed politicians.
So it'd be like going to the Ministry of Health and being like, this is why you need to do this project.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of on its head a little bit there because now I'm the person reading the reports. So it's kind of interesting that way. So, but
Do you now, so now instead of being administration and you're a politician, do you have more sympathy for politicians and the sort of the balancing act that they have to play when they're making decisions about, whatever various issues you're making decisions about? Or are you just like, man, why don't you just listen to your admin?
It goes both ways. So I find on city council, sometimes I'll be like, this is an excellent report. This is really well done. This is awesome. And then other times I'll read it and I'll be like, why is this missing? What's going on here? So I feel like I can go either way depending on it. And I guess that's because of that. So you could say that I'm very literate to functional plans and capital planning and architecture and drawings because that's what I've done. So, and it is sort of like learning another language. So when I see blueprints or budgets, it's a bit different. And so let's say a library is a really good example.
Yeah.
Because I've designed, been the interior designer for Prince of Wales and Regent Branch and done their furniture. I was the person in functional plans and stuff. So it's very different being on the other side of things and maybe knowing too much.
Yeah. But are you do you have the sympathy though for the politicians?
I have sympathy for people in the public eye.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have sympathy for politicians.
Okay.
Maybe I don't. Maybe I am a politician now, but
you totally are.
I hear there are even radio shows where politicians get made fun of, which is
should
be illegal.
I don't know. I have a sympathy of the public eye part for sure.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's just things that are that's being done for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
And I don't have sympathy for that.
Right.
Fair enough.
So we're on 91.3 FM, CJTR, AccessNow Community Radio. We're the Queen City Improvement Bureau, and we're speaking with Councillor Sarah Turnbull.
Paul,
we're
tuned into the community.
Are we?
We are tuned in to the community.
We are tuned in to the community.
Yes.
See, I figure we're eventually going to be replaced by AI. So I want to make my voice as AI-like so that they won't know that we haven't been replaced.
So it'll just
let us continue doing what we're doing.
It might even be mid-sentence.
Yeah.
They press a button and they say, get out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Finally, I remember the slug about AccessNow. On functional design and stuff, got a question for you. So you were talking about the playground accessibility thing. How about you, can you explain what you guys achieved?
Okay, so the accessibility playground motion, we changed the standards of how they are built in the future. So it's policy-based.
Yeah.
So there's lots of little things in there, what is the surfacing, how many are able to be used. So there's all the sort of details.
Yep.
Then there was the classification, but also the plan of where they should go. So when I talk about accessibility, it's where should these playgrounds go? Should they? So, for example, they're tied into transit stops now, and they weren't necessarily before because people can get to playgrounds not just by cars. And then there's also in there to look at building an indoor central playground because weather is another accessibility point.
Yeah.
And then lastly was to develop sort of a grant to enable the community or parent teachers associations to apply for when they are building a playground. So most schools are kind of on their own for creating playgrounds.
Yeah.
And that's a big burden on parents and caregivers to have to pay for that playground. And so this, having a grant would give more opportunities there to do that. And so this playground policy for the city is that city-built playgrounds, but also the ones approved by developers. And it's also the same standard that goes to the school board.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. So the first...
Does the school board, do school playgrounds have to fit this policy, or is it like a guideline for them?
I'm not entirely sure how they're going to play that, but it's definitely their guideline.
Okay.
And if they wanted to apply for the grant, they would have to meet the standards. And there's two different levels. So there's like kind of, I forget what the word, like accessible playground and a destination playground. And so like one has a higher level of accessibility than the other.
Right.
A destination playground.
Yeah, destination playground.
I like the sound of that.
It's bigger. It's got more things. That one, they would like to have a washroom, but it's not necessary. You know.
There's a swim-up bar, you know.
Yeah, just like that. Just like Mexico.
Nice.
Resort playgrounds.
Yeah. That's the premium plus playground, actually.
Of course,
yeah.
Because I saw on social media, you were like really excited about the fact that wood chips won't be used anymore.
They're gone.
What about all the people who? Where are we going to get our wood chips now?
Whoa.
Well,
if not steal them from the playground.
I think that's a great place to steal them from. Go steal them from the playground so we can replace them with rubber, please.
Okay.
I'm not saying you should do that, but you know.
Yeah. You just did.
And then took it back.
Okay. Yeah. So there'll be like rubber. I've seen this at playgrounds already. It's like a rubberized surface.
So it doesn't say that it has to be rubber.
Okay.
But it does say it can't be wood chips.
Yeah.
It just has to meet a certain level. So there's ASTM 1951. Sorry to get very technical on you, but that's like a hardness level of a surface.
Yeah.
And so that's the level where it is good for mobility devices. And the engineer wood fiber actually didn't meet it in Saskatchewan, but they kept saying that they did because they met it in Florida. But in order to meet in Saskatchewan, you'd have to like roll it over a bunch of times and rake it. And that just wasn't happening here.
Right.
So it was like this whole scheme. So this just straight up said no.
What about pebbles? Are we allowed pebbles anymore?
Well, that wouldn't meet that standard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because do you remember, I don't know if you've ever been to the Holy Rosary Park. Yeah. It seemed like what they were doing, so they had like the little round pebbles were what they had for their surface instead of wood chips or anything. So it wasn't a soft substance. And it seemed like they just kept adding layers to it every few years. So I swear it was like a good 1.5 foot deep of gravel at this playground. So, you know, if you hit it, it did like sort of give underneath you because there was so many pebbles, but it wasn't soft.
So the thing about all these services, they're only required where you could fall down.
Right. Yeah.
So if you have a playground where you're not necessarily going to fall down.
Yeah.
I can fall down anywhere.
Yeah, then it's like grass or whatever. So I always use the Science Center Park as a good example because it's got full of all sorts of really cool stuff, but that doesn't necessarily need like a crazy surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all in design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about accessible playground equipment? Is that a requirement now, or is it just a thing that, you know, can happen?
It's a percentage of. So there's accessible and inclusive. So it's, I think, 50% of the play things. So you count how many things, like this is one play thing, this is another play thing, and 50% of those have to be accessible at the basic level.
Right.
Yeah, and there's lots of stuff. Like, so this, since 2010, this has been the law in the United States for ADA. So we're just catching up, which is crazy to think that we are behind. But
okay, but will we still be allowed to have those rusty, sharp metal, spinny things that go really, really fast?
But only with gas pipes shooting open flames.
Yeah. Are we allowed those still?
I think that would be a safety requirement, not an accessibility requirement.
So we'd be required to have the gas flames?
I don't know. I don't know. But
Or would they have to be geothermal now?
oh, maybe. That could be very efficient.
It would be very efficient.
Would it, though? Anyway. I have a weird pro-wood chip anecdote.
Oh, good.
Oh.
It's very short, and it's not even a story. It's
Does it
just
involve fire?
No, unfortunately. Be cooler if it did, as most fire does that. No, it was like a few weeks ago. I was on the corner of Albert and 13th, and you know there the Max, and
yes.
at near the curb there's a little sort of feature, and there's wood chips, they're sort of the kind of orangey wood chips.
Yeah.
But there were two guys at the corner, and one guy was repeatedly, and I watched this play out like while we were waiting to cross, repeatedly just picking up wood chips and throwing them at the other guy's head, and it would like repeatedly hit the guy in the head and break, and the guy was being like hit with wood chips, completely ignoring the other really angry guy. So and I was with somebody else who said, should we call the police? I'm like, I think this is a dynamic that's been playing out for years, and we're just watching it happen in front of us. So what I'm saying is if he'd been like picking up rocks or gravel, it could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
But the wood chips were really bizarre, but seemed pretty harmless.
So that feature, we're talking 13th and Albert Street on the southwest corner.
Chips,
Yeah. So that is made from the bones of the former Connaught School.
Really?
That little feature, yeah. So those are like the bricks when they tore the school down.
It's not wood chips, it's bricks. Is it little brick fragments?
No, there's like a little garden built into it with wood chips on it. Yeah, but the bricks that make the feature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are the bricks from the old Connaught School.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the Parents Association salvaged those bricks and built that.
Okay. For a moment there, I thought you were
Trish
saying
Elliott,
that
you know her.
I know Trish Elliott.
She laid many of those bricks.
Oh, but did she realize that people would be picking up handfuls of wood chips, not bricks, and throwing them at other people? Did she know? What did she know? When did she know it?
She didn't let on.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that anecdote got way out of control really quickly.
Sorry about that.
Anyway.
That's fine.
This is our show.
Yeah. Okay, so a question. I know you've received it because you brought this up at council. So the concern is on the internet that your accessible playground bill means that the playgrounds are now going to be so expensive we can never build them again.
That's not true.
Well, what if it were true?
No, it's just design. So, we did go through it in council, but the maintenance on the wood chips and stuff is to get it to be accessible would actually be more money.
Right.
And it all comes down to design. Because, if we're not, no one wants to spend a lot of money on ramps. That's not playing or fun things. You want to, be like that. You could do a ton of things. And like I said, the Science Center Park or that. And it doesn't actually really... If you're going for just a dollar amount, sure, you can make anything super expensive. Mm-hmm. But it's different. And the playground equipment has evolved over time and things. So it is kind of a misnomer, and it gets said a lot. And if you look at the bills and things, because we were going through a bunch with stuff, it's really not that much. And it really depends on how you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And playground equipment is insanely expensive to begin with, right? I think one of the things that I've noticed is that people look at what a swing set from Canadian Tire costs on sale and compare it to what the city has to spend on playground equipment.
On actual, properly designed.
Yeah. That isn't going to fall down after your kid turns 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think how you think about playgrounds is so important.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why? How?
Well, because if you just say, oh, this is the playground, the accessible playground, and you've just gone to catalog and you've just picked one out, and it's really 5 ramps, and the 5 ramps are going to a slide, which is a ramp to nowhere.
Yeah.
All you've done is spent money, and it's no good for anyone.
Yeah.
So it's like making a corridor to a dead end.
Yeah.
And that's not accessible, but people get sold that. There is no rules or regulations there. But if you look at it and you're like, oh, actually, we can do these things that everyone can do. Why are we so focused on ramps and wood chips and all of that? You can it's all, design is always, I'm a designer, I'm going to say design is the answer.
Sure.
But even like nature playgrounds can be done very successfully and very like to budget and things, because they like can go up like a hill and then to a slide and path. And as soon as you stop spending money on ramps to nowhere, you're good.
I am becoming kind of uncomfortable with the amount of like shade that's being thrown at ramps right now.
Oh, I love ramps, obviously.
I mean, ramps, they're like one of the 5 simple machines.
Yeah.
They can do so much.
Yeah. But you're all about ramp, and you keep on going on about levers.
Ramps, levers, wheels.
It is ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
I can't take
pulleys.
Yeah.
Give me a good pulley any day.
No, I love ramps, clearly.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I'm just saying, but if you have, let's say, a hallway that goes nowhere to a dead end, you just need a destination at the end of the ramp.
Oh.
Yeah. So, as a designer, do you watch a lot of 99PI?
No.
Or listen to? It's a podcast about design.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
You should. It's very good.
I will put it on my list.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, what is coming up next on the accessibility front
I
at
think,
City Hall? Do you have something coming?
well, stuff is always
Anything like you're
coming.
working on?
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
events.
Okay.
Yeah. So with some other people in the community, we give a lot of grant money out.
Yeah.
We have a lot of events in the community, and with the accessibility community, and that we want to make sure that when we're giving our tax dollars out to grants and stuff, that the events are actually accessible too.
Cool.
And for everyone, because it's not happening. And I've been personally in situations where I don't want to say the event, but I was the deputy mayor at the event, and I could not attend because there wasn't accessible parking. And I had my daughter there.
Oh, oops.
So I don't necessarily want to throw shade at that event, but the city gave money to it, and I wasn't unable to attend because there was no parking.
That seems like just a no-brainer to have.
Yeah,
to have accessible parking, but okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, so we're going to have to make this a motion because that, and so, and just, there's a lot of things that you just don't think of. Let's say stages. So like at a lot of events we go to, if there's contests or whatever, I have a daughter who loves to be on stage and likes to do things. And the only way we get up there is if I carry her up and all that kind of stuff. And like, even if you look at Piaco Plaza, that's not accessible. Like all those things, it's like, you're not allowed. So and then accessibility is just not mobility, but like what, if we are giving the grant money out for events, it should meet the accessibility standards of our city. So that would be, I guess, in process.
All right.
Yeah.
So look out for that.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, it's not anytime immediate because I want to like work on it with the accessibility committee and all of that and get it right. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we should move on to innovative revenue tools.
Yes.
Do you have any?
I kind of do.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's a way to save money on the pool, the indoor pool.
Oh, what's that?
Well, all this money is being like given over to construction. Also, the issue came up in council that maybe there are too many pools.
Yeah.
So all we need to do is to sort of grade Regina so it just sort of slopes into a point, slope down to a point, maybe in the middle of the city, like the downtownish area, and then all the water will just run down.
Right.
And we'll have one big pool.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then we can clean it with Morgan brand chlorine.
Yes, exactly. And in lieu of a roof, we could have very broad hats.
Yes.
Yeah, for everyone.
Very smart.
It is.
All right. On that note, we're going to go to the pre-recorded innovative revenue tools. We're back from Innovative Revenue Tools.
We are.
Queen City Improvement Bureau here with Councillor Sarah Turnbull. So I have an accessibility issue that I wanted to bring to your attention.
Okay.
So I've noticed a thing that has happened with this new council, and it is the motions that y'all are bringing for us to consider are really friggin' long. And for those of us who don't like reading really long motions, and are allergic to really long motions.
Those of us who get real sleepy around about supper time.
And page 2 of emotion.
Yeah.
What's going on? Can we summarize them maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell
Like
you.
just trim out every third word.
Well, I think there's some apps you can use that can translate it for you and make it easier for you to read.
I don't know how to use computers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you can ask a friend.
Okay, to read it
Call
to
a
me.
friend
Aiden.
to like summarize.
That's right. Yeah, I'll summarize app. I'll summarize. What I'll do is I'll get the app and then I'll summarize what the app says.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yeah, it also is making me feel bad because you guys seem like such overachievers now, such like keeners.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
We are. In good ways and bad ways.
I suppose.
Yeah, but you got to embrace the too much.
Okay.
Well, I remember when the new council came in, we thought to ourselves, finally, an end to the 10-hour meeting.
Yeah.
But no, it was just another chapter.
Yeah, you just
Sorry.
added 2 hours to the meeting.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Well, okay. Well, let's move on to something you've been dealing with. Speaking of dealing with the too much.
Yeah.
The Indoor Aquatic Facility that was approved at council on Wednesday by you and your friends on council.
Everything too much.
Everybody was there. That's always nice to see, all 11. So you guys approved the pool project with the updated design and costs. Mm-hmm. So it's coming in at $285 million. Mm-hmm. They note the construction should begin in Q3 of 2025. So that's the fall of this year. I don't know if they're going to stick to that. You voted heartily in favor. You spoke 100%. Very strongly in favor. Mm-hmm. But you also, you were hypercritical. You, requested an extra report.
Yes.
Which talked about, it broke down the debates, the budget from, the estimated budget from 2022 versus the estimated budget to now.
Yes.
And you had some pointed questions for administration about that.
Yes. Yes.
What's bugging you, Sarah?
The same thing that's bugging everybody. It's like, how did the cost go up so much? And I think that's your due diligence and that's your accountability and transparency. And it's not always saying to administration that I disagree with you. It's saying, hey, can you just show me?
Show me the work.
And that's what people want. Mm-hmm. People want to understand things. People want to know things. I am a little hypercritical because that's my background and I understand it a bit more. But when you see a Class D estimate where it's supposed to be between 25 and 50%, in range.
Right. And Class D is one of the first estimates.
Yes. So that's a Class D estimate. 2022 it was written.
Yep.
And yes, lots of stuff has happened since then. So that's between 25 and 50. And then you go to now and there's elements of it which are triple the cost. That's not a Class D estimate. And you do any purchaser of anything, you're well, why is this triple the price? Is there someone we should be talking to? Why is this? And so with that breakdown, you can see that there's things like the structural, which is really how it's built. It's well, why was that estimated so wrong to begin with?
Yeah.
And so that doesn't mean I'm against the pool, but it does mean that I do think that when you are signing off on such big things, you want to know why. Mm-hmm. You want to, this is a lot of money. You want the same information you might want, a banker might want for a mortgage on a house. I think, and administration's okay with providing. They needed that information, so yeah.
So the structural, so that's the structural construction which you flagged, and that was in 2022 pegged at $18.8 million, and the estimate now is coming in at $62 million.
Yeah,
so that's
more.
It's a bit more.
Yeah.
Well, that accounts for $40 million of the increases that we've seen.
Yes.
Administration's response on this was it was kind of I found it was a little incomplete.
Yeah.
Do you have a better sense now after that meeting and in the intervening time from yesterday? Do you have a better sense of why those construction items are so out of whack over those 3 years?
I know I have more questions to ask in Min, but I don't want to delay the project or anything like that.
Sure.
So, and that's fine. I can do that in my own time to ask them, why is this happening? And I think I mentioned it, that I'm like, I would like the consultant to come explain it, because a Min is sort of acting as an in-between person at that point.
Right, because they've got subcontractors.
Yeah, so there's a contractor, and that contractor has the structural person. So this is going through two people. But the previous report did mention that the costs for a lot of the structural items, such as the steel beams and glue lam, were coming from like BC and the States, and the steel was coming from the States too. And like, it's like, okay, well, what are we using? And then you can see the renderings, and the renderings themselves, you can kind of see the level of finish.
Yep.
So you can sort of start to put together the breadcrumbs to why it might have gone up so much, which might be a design issue.
Okay. So are you asserting that there's a design issue?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still on the explorative.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they also cite things like war in Ukraine. Like there's global instability. The economy has collapsed. Well, not a collapse, but it's a floppy economy right now.
Sure.
Do you think that is enough to account for this?
I don't. I'm currently in my exploring stage.
Right. Because another thing they point to is labor costs.
Yes.
And is it just a question of Regina doesn't have a robust enough construction industry, that there's not enough people here working on stuff to have like some, like a company that has like space to do. And plus, like, pools are, they're pretty specific items. Like, there's not going to be like, it's not like a house builder who builds like 30 houses a year. They're just building one pool every few years.
Yeah, but you build a house, then you put water in it, and lo and behold.
I don't think the construction needs to come from far away. It'd be the materials. So it would be more, did you select something available locally, or did you specify a product that's only available from over here, and can you switch one with the other?
Right. But are local products materials necessarily cheaper though too, right? Sometimes
it is, when you look at, if you're using transportation as the excuse, or trade or war or whatever, and I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's why I asked the question, and that's why I got the follow-up report, but that just got answered. The follow-up report was just yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, and you did ask, and it wasn't even an undertaking, but you did ask that there was some kind of like in-camera like explanation for this, because I did find it interesting, administration talking about how, these are construction estimates that our construction managers put together. We can't tell you the exact breakdown because that would tip our hand to potential subcontractors on what they can charge for work. So it has to be, like, they just don't want to do it on TV. Where dorks like us can complain about it on the radio.
I think it's that there's two people in between. So, so when you do like a tender package, the specifications are public. You'd be like, I would like to have Tyndall stone here. Yeah. And then anyone can bid on the Tyndall stone. Yeah. So yeah. But I honestly, it's just more information I don't think they had on hand. Okay. And I think that... Are we
over Tyndall stone by now?
Well, Tyndall stone comes out of Manitoba.
I know.
So therefore, you got the from Canada, local,
and the war in Manitoba makes things like nothing's getting out of Manitoba right now.
There's cute little fossils in the Tyndall stone. You can see like the history of the world.
Yeah. Are they really cute though?
I think so.
Just like worm trails.
Yeah, and you're like, this was from so long ago, and now it's here, and this is like what used to be in this spot.
You're from the Anti-Trilobite League now, Paul? Is that?
Yeah.
And sustainability
worms,
too.
man.
Like sustainability too. So like when they're going for LEED, they said LEED silver.
Yep.
That's a transportation. So the less amount of transportation you have to do, the more points you get for sustainability, because the less of a carbon footprint you get with traveling the materials.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. Okay. This is good, like, just on the accessibility front, this does sound pretty awesome, what they're planning to build in the Indoor Aquatic Facility.
100%.
Yeah. Another theory, though, is, like, I know that there are a lot of people who are very upset about the price tag on this. I don't know that people understand just how big this thing is, though, because when you look at the renderings that they had in the report and on the website, this thing is massive. Like, it's the scale of a construction that they're planning to do is on par, or like, well, I think it's actually more complicated in ways than the stadium. Like, this is a huge production. I think some people kind of look at it and think, oh, we're just going to make the Lawson over again with some slides into the deep end. And it's not that.
No, it's not that. It's a much bigger complex. It's the complex we need, and we've needed for a long time. I played water polo. I did my lifeguard there. My kids in swimming lessons, and the accessibility, like, hits me on all fronts. Yeah. So... but it's needed. Like, can you imagine Regina without water polo, synchronized swimming, diving? Like, all those just disappear. And it's not even just Regina. It's like southern Saskatchewan, because it's not like, when they say you can build the same that they have in a small town, it's because where those people go to play those sports is Regina. So you're actually like, it's a province-wide thing.
Yeah. Did you ever for a moment, because administration did give you two options for like ultra basic pool, not even for a moment?
No.
We could cheap out.
No, because
Look
then
at these bargains over here.
It's not a bargain, because you end up delaying it, so you end up paying for the design change. Yeah. So when you pay for design change, like change order change is like so much more. The most expensive thing in construction is change. Yeah. Because now you are now paying for things. Yeah. And you're not getting as much out of it. So why would I want to spend people's money and end up paying the same price and get less things? Yeah. Like, that just doesn't make sense in any way. Yeah. So it's like, okay, maybe a few years ago when they first started, it might have made sense to cut a water slide or do this, but not now. Yeah. Now if you cut a water slide, you're paying for the change. And now you don't have a water slide at the same price point. So, like, it just, Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fair. But I do notice another thing that happened is to, like, pay for this latest $40 million extra. $10 million of borrowing. Apparently, that's like 57 cents to each of us. But $30 million is going to be coming out of other stuff. And you guys managed to anger both Old Pug, the dog park advocates, and the pickleball mafia.
Yeah. It's domino effect.
Yeah. Oh, you must be getting like are you worried about your
Not
safety?
to mention the competitive
now that
domino
you've pissed
players.
off the pickleballers?
I don't know if you noticed, but I might have pissed off some other user groups who I still get emails from.
Oh, which ones?
I don't know. Ones who might be very concerned about me hurting children with the fluoride.
Yeah. That's not connected to the pool.
No, but...
Although that pool will be fluoridated now.
Probably. Yeah. So, like, I'm kind of immune to that at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, people have their opinions. They're going to send them to you. You have to do your best. Yeah. But we have a recreational plan, and that goes through all the priorities, and it's well thought out of, and it goes through all of that. So, like, we'll have to look at that, and I think that's coming up for review, and that will holistically, and it goes over everything. So, that should have community engagement where everyone can speak as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only leisure association we really need to, like, keep satisfied are the lawn darts people.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, they if not, then they start roaming the streets with their lawn darts.
Yeah.
And just chucking them.
Dangerous.
Exactly. Yeah.
Worse than, like, wood chips.
Worse than wood chips.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, lawn darts are pointy and but wood
and illegal.
And illegal. But wood chips, on the other hand, totally fine. A little flammable.
Yeah.
But otherwise fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Wood chips, we've gotten so when you crawl on wood chips, you get blisters, you get blood. That's happened in my family, so not totally fine.
Yeah. I try to not crawl.
But if you have a mobility issue and you can't walk, or you're in the children's part of the park and it's wood chips and you're just learning to walk.
Stay away from children.
Yeah. Like the matches say, keep out of reach of children.
Yeah.
Or stay away from children.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Yeah. I want that on a shirt. But yeah, like I guess I've seen the pickleballers come out a lot over the years, and I know that you don't want to poke the pickleballers. Yeah. And you guys poked the pickleballers.
Well,
yeah.
We'll take it to the court, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think when that...
Do you play much pickleball?
Do I play pickleball? I would like to play pickleball.
Same.
Do you think they'd let you play pickleball?
I would like... Pickleballers, if you're listening, please invite me. I would like to play. But...
Us too, pickleballers.
Pickleballers, we all want to come. Can we have an event there, please?
Yeah.
Can we talk pickleball on the court? Pickleball politics?
Oh, pickle politics. I like
I think it's great. But I think, like, you have to look at everything holistically.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you just are going to end up with someone else mad. And so everyone's just going to be mad because there's not enough money. Yep. Like, there's not. So we do have to keep it in a holistic view. And that's not saying anything isn't important. It's saying we need to, like, look at everything together.
Yeah.
Like, from above and then prioritize.
Yeah. Yeah. But you do get the sense at meetings like this that we are now starting to pit recreation users against one another because, like the pool...
Pitting pickleball players' priorities? Yeah. Geez, okay.
Exactly. We don't want to do that.
No.
And, we just need... The whole file needs more money because it's a very easy one to cut from, I think, at budget time because it's seen as a nice to have as opposed to a need to have.
But it's got to the point where it's a need to have. A lot of the stuff in the recreation plan is like, oh, that's no longer nice. It's, It's one of Bezos' P's parks.
That's
is
right.
It?
Oh, yeah. See, we're all on board.
Sure. We're on 91.3 FM CJTR, AccessNow Community Radio, tuned into the community. We're the Queen City Improvement Bureau with Councillor Sarah Turnbull. Okay, so what about the geothermal?
Love it.
You love it? Why do you love geothermal? It's like water from the dirt.
We're so...
Dirt water.
Hot dirt water.
Filthy, briny, salty water. That's gonna put us, like, it's so cool that we have this Deadwood Aquifer underneath our feet. And it's an opportunity. I love that we're being innovative. I love the savings we're gonna get from it, like, operationally. And I'm, like, so, like, the nerd in me has loved every presentation about it, how it works. I can't wait for tap-in, and I want to be there with my hard hat, like, learning about it. Like, and I think, if anything, and there was an amendment last week which passed to, like, explore it more for possibly using that sort of energy for other things. And, like, I think it's a really cool opportunity that could, like, really differentiate us. And it's just, I don't see any... We get money from the federal government as well. It's sustainable. There is no downside to this, so I love it.
Yeah, my in-laws in Saskatoon live in a complex where they have geothermal energy. It has been an unrivaled success.
Yeah.
Like, it has been... I mean, the initial costs are high, but they've recouped their money remarkably quicker than they thought.
Yeah, it's cool. Years. It's awesome.
And,
I found it frustrating when administration would say that a project at this scale has never been done before. That was translated multiple times into this has never been done before.
Yeah,
which, like Moose Jaw, they have, like, they heat a pool with geothermal.
Yeah.
So it's not unprecedented. It's just we're doing it the most ambitiously.
Oh, I love it. It's opening the door. Like, this is like a new industry, a new power source we could be making. And, like, so even if you look to Saskatoon, they have their, like, own power company where they can, like, make money and things. So, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yes. And we used to have one.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
So maybe we could have a like, we'll see how it goes with this one. And, like, but I just see it as opportunity, and it makes me real happy.
Yeah.
For our listeners, can we get more context on the geothermal issue?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, and for me.
Oh, well, there's some councillors that don't like it and wanted to cut it.
And it's, like, going to be the heating plant for the Indoor Aquatic Facility.
Yes. So the geothermal, I don't know how many kilometers it goes into the ground, but basically they drill a big, two big thing, like, into the ground till it hits something underneath us, which is called the Deadwood Aquifer.
Yeah.
And it pumps the hotter water up and it heats all the energy and provides all the power, and it's a very sustainable way, and we're just very fortunate to be able to have that because it's very location based. And so, yes, it's it's new to this scale, but they've actually used it to heat up pools in the same context out in like Scandinavia. And we've got very capable engineers. They've drilled that far deep before at the University of Regina. It's not really a risk. Like it's
and I was interested
pretty
by
sure
how confident the administration was that this was going to work.
But what if it doesn't?
Well, there's always a chance. There's always that chance. But
there is going to be a backup natural gas system for the pool in the event of the geothermal having to, needing maintenance, or if it goes down. So there will be a backup system. And administration did say that if this just fails completely, it would be the cost of upgrading the backup system and not installing a whole new system. But yeah, and so they were also saying that the water that comes out is 60 degrees Celsius. So it's like it's not boiling hot water.
It's still warm.
But it's warm enough, like it can heat a building. It's hotter than you're going to need a pool to be. And it's like putting something less warm against something warmer. It's pretty simple technology, arguably.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they have to clean the brine and the salts and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll have I Love Regina brine salts you can put in your bath or whatever.
Hey, let's not do that.
No, I don't know. You never know.
Well, maybe.
It's pretty cool.
Get some of that hot dirt water in your bath today.
Yeah. Or maybe you could refine it to the point you could use it as a table salt.
No, it's the salt they refine off. You get left with the salt at the end, and it's the salt from deep in the earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's got marketing opportunity.
Okay.
Good idea.
She'll scent it and put it in your bathtub.
I don't know.
And have
be this came from the center of the earth.
Okay.
I don't know.
From the hollow earth.
I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. They'll say no. They'll just say no to me. Just be go, eh?
Yeah. So we're getting $13.8 million from the federal and provincial governments to support this, and we're kicking in 14.7 to support this. And they actually thought it would be a net savings of $1 million a year in operating costs, but that was because of the carbon tax. And now that our leader Mark Carney got rid of the carbon tax, this is it's kind of a wash with natural gas for cost. Unless the cost of natural gas goes up, or they bring in a new carbon tax.
You never know.
Yeah, which you don't know.
There's also the cost of the environment and our strategic plan.
Exactly. This will be taking the equivalent of 2,355 cars off the road per year working with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Literally, people dressed in black go out and remove cars from
because they have to crush them down.
Yes.
To fill in the holes that they've left in the dirt.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Don't tell Mark Burton.
No, because he loves his car.
Exactly.
And apparently he had a really awesome birthday cake.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with that?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
Man.
So he had a birthday cake that was shaped like a parking lot and had cars on it.
And it said, I believe, urban squalor.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh, he loved that cake. It was great. I had my ADHD came up with the concept, and then I had to do it. So,
nice.
Wow.
It was magnificent.
Yeah.
I didn't. I had my birthday very recently. I did not get a cool cake.
Well, maybe next time. Now that it's been there, we'll see.
Yeah.
Now that the idea's been planted.
Yeah.
All right, we got a few minutes left, so I saved the best for last. You guys fired city manager Niki Anderson yesterday.
They did.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah. The explanation that was in the newspaper from the mayor was that you guys are going in a new strategic direction and you wanted a change in leadership. We've had a lot of changes in leadership lately. We lost Chris Holden just a couple of years ago.
I just think city managers in Regina are like Spinal Tap drummers.
Yeah. They explode.
Yes.
Can you give us some insight into why council does? Because we're going to have to pay her out for 2 years, I believe, of her contract. She was making close to $300,000 a year. Why would you guys make a costly decision like that at this time with a comparably green city administrator?
Well, I can't speak too much about it, obviously, but I think the decision wasn't taken lightly by any means. And when you are working with budgets and decisions like we are, it's really important to have that relationship with your city manager, and based on recommendations from the HR committee and things, this is what makes sense.
Are you saying you didn't have a good relationship with the city manager as a council?
As a council?
Yeah.
You'd have to ask all the councillors themselves, I guess.
You only have one here.
I know, you only have one here. I'm just saying she had positive things to offer, but yeah, I think that as my vote shown, it's time to move in a new direction.
Yeah. And yet, we have seen most of the entire executive leadership team has turned over in the last 4 years. There's been a sort of dramatic loss in institutional knowledge at the city because so many senior management folks have left for various reasons. And were there concerns that this was an unwise move at this time to lose this person with some institutional knowledge when everything is so chaotic at City Hall from the newness?
I think the decision was made, and we're looking forward to everyone moving on.
Are you on the HR committee?
No.
Do you have a nice idea of when they're going to start the search for a new city manager?
I do not know.
Okay. Because Aiden and I will do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should offer
for
your services.
Half the price, but you'll get both of us.
Both of you?
3/4.
You don't want to apply for the job?
We were just kind of hoping you'd just give it to us today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Since you were here. That's why I was asking if you were on the committee.
That's why you like my hat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's butter Sarah up so we'll get the job.
Yeah. No. So I don't know. We'll find out more as we go on. The vote just happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So there'll be lots more to come on the process and all that details, which I just don't know yet.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we are almost out of time. Thanks a lot for coming.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for walking us through so many things. It's great that you could make it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sorry I didn't bring a cake.
Yeah.
Well,
Next time.
You didn't know it was my birthday.
I didn't know. You didn't give me that note.
Yeah. Well, you didn't bring a cake. We didn't get a job.
I know.
Nonetheless.
No job yet.
No, not yet.
You have to go the process. All that. Yeah.
Processes.
Man.
Yeah.
So many of them.
Yeah.
All right. Should we? Speaking of processes, should we move to adjourn?
I would second that motion.
All right. Meeting is adjourned. You've been listening to the Queen City Improvement Bureau on 91.3 FM CJTR, AccessNow Community Radio. Tune into your community. Your hosts are Paul Hink Deschen and Aidan Gregory Morgan. Our guest tonight was Councillor Sarah Grace Turnbull, a.k.a. Sergeant Turnbull, with a cool hat. Music by Guidewire and Kimberly Fury. We are broadcast live 7 to 8 p.m. on Thursday evening, and again Monday afternoon 3 to 4 p.m. so you can listen to us again when you're driving home from work, if you skip out of work early. Find us on the radio, cjtr.ca. Also, we're on Blue Sky, and we have our website, queencityib.com. Next up is quite possibly the Record Room. We never know for sure. Anyway, keep on improving your job.